Welcome back to the unofficial home of mobile gaming here on YouTube. Today I will be going through the 4 best games I played last week, and yes, only 4 games this week because, as some of you might have noticed, I released a new podcast last week as well. If you haven't seen that one yet, definitely go check it out. I think a lot of you guys will really enjoy it. But I'll be spending just a single minute per game in this video to give you a quick overview of what to expect from these games. And as always, you can find the links for my full videos on each game and the download links in the description box down below. So today's lineup includes a blazing fast and very chaotic arcade jetfighter from SEGA, a new Metal Slug idle RPG game, a casual real-time PvP card battler, and lastly, a fun free versus free top-down shooter with neither in-app purchases nor annoying advertisements. There's plenty of great stuff to get into today, so let's just get started with the first game. Metal Slug Infinity is a military-themed RPG idle game with no clicker elements, which means it's more about resource management and incrementally improving our power and troops than mindlessly tapping our screen all the time. While fighting happens completely automatically in this game, we level up our troops to deal more damage, we start quests to get more gold, we complete missions to rank up our troops, and so much more until we eventually decide to reset everything in exchange for a currency that we can then use to gain a permanent stat boost. Ultimately, Metal Slug Infinity doesn't really attempt to reinvent the idle game genre, but with plenty of active gameplay elements, a decent monetization, and a unique theme and strong IP, the game does actually succeed at standing out among all the other idle games out there. You can play the game offline, it takes up 155 MB of space, it's out on Android and on iOS, and if you enjoy idle games, this is a pretty solid entrance that's definitely worth checking out if you like the retro war theme as well. Gambit is a fast-paced, real-time PvP card battler with an interesting 4-lane playing board, no single-player content, a simplified deck-building aspect, and no card upgrading system, the latter of which keeps the game more fair for free users by decreasing the amount of necessary grinding in this game. Surprisingly, the matches are actually real-time in this game, no bots at all as far as I've been able to tell, but because the game is still in early access, there aren't really enough players for a fair and very balanced matchmaking, which currently sadly ruins an otherwise really fun and casual card battler gameplay experience. Unlike the vast majority of card games out there, the in-app purchases in Gambit stop already at $15 and they do not provide a greater chance at getting rare cards, which is pretty uncommon as well. And every single card can be grinded through gameplay and instantly opening card packages, so there are no loot boxes whatsoever in this game. The game requires online access, it sets you back 257 MB of space, it's available on Android and on iOS in a beta version, and while the game currently does not have enough players for proper matchmaking, it might be worth checking out in a few weeks if you're looking for a casual card game to waste some time on, and especially because of the fairly priced in-app purchases that limits the pay-to-win aspect of the game. Afterburner Climax is an arcade, crazy fast-flying shooter and the latest addition in the SEGA Forever collection of classic SEGA games released on mobile, with just an absolutely ton of advertisements and then a $2 in-app purchase to remove them. Trust me, you will want to consider this one as a premium game, because if you don't, then you will be shown an advertisement every 20 seconds or so. Throughout the game's 20 stages in either the score attack or arcade game mode, we control one of 4 jet fighters with a left side joystick allowing us to move up, down, left, and right, a throttle to change the speed, and then buttons on the right side for firing missiles and our machine gun at the hundreds upon hundreds of planes and ground targets moving towards us. Every single thing in this game happens at a blazingly fast speed, which is what makes the game both fun and chaotic at the same time, and although the game sadly isn't offline playable, it is everything I expected from an arcade jet fighting game. The game requires online access, it takes up a surprising 601 MB of space, it's available on Android and on iOS, and if you can live with the advertisements or plan to buy the $2 in-app purchase, then this is a crazy fast and fun experience that I think a lot of you guys will really enjoy, so it's definitely worth considering checking out. Aftermath is a brand new 3 vs 3 top-down online sci-fi shooter with very small maps which help ensure a fast-paced and very action-packed combat gameplay experience. As one of a total of 3 different classes, each with unique abilities such as healing, a shield, and invisibility, we work with our teammates to complete the game mode's objectives while defeating as many opponents as possible using our 2 weapons. Every single new piece of gear is unlocked through crates that can be opened every time we've earned enough points during gameplay, and the many different weapons that work independently of your class, by the way, keeps the game interesting and allows for many combinations and customization options. The matchmaking is surprisingly fast in Aftermath, but we're most definitely fighting bots when there aren't enough players around, there's no friend system, and there are too few game modes. Luckily, however, all of that can be improved on during the beta period, and at least there are no in-app purchases or advertisements whatsoever to be concerned about. The game requires online access, it takes up 302 MB of space, it's available in a beta version on both Android Android and iOS in a few countries, and if you don't live in one of those countries where the game has launched just yet, you can pre-register for the launch, links in the description box of this video. My conclusion on the game is that if you enjoy top-down shooters, then you should definitely give this one a go. Not only are there no in-app purchases during the beta, but it's also just one heck of a fun mobile shooter, and it's my favorite game of the week. Thank you guys for sticking around till the end of the video. In case you're new around here, consider subscribing, leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and let me know what your favorite game was this week in the comment section down below. And until next time, just keep gaming, stay awesome, and I'll see you guys around.